Good evening, dear listeners, and welcome to Fairy Tales Revisited, a division of the podcast Murder and Malfeasance, where the myths of childhood are re-examined through a sharper lens. Fairy Tales Revisited is dedicated to the beautiful little girl, now beautiful woman, Sydney Taylor Wilson Harrell, the inspiration for this production. Tonight, we bring you not a bedtime story, but a court drama steeped in secrets, sorcery, and scandal. In the kingdom of Eldoria, Queen Ravenna, once adored, now accused, stands trial for her alleged crimes against the one we call Snow White. Join us as we descend into the hallowed halls of justice and uncover the truth. The trial begins now.
All rise. The Royal Court of Eldoria is now in session. The Honorable Judge Bartholomew Badger presiding.
All right, let it be known that I will have order in this courtroom. That's right. No cheering, no guffawing, no outbursts of any kind, or I will clear this courtroom. Rusty, come here.
Yes, Judge?
Did my wife give you my pills?
Yes, sir. Got 'em right here.
Do you know what these pills are for, Rusty?
No, sir.
This one is for blood pressure. And these are for nerves. And why do I need nerve pills, Rusty? I'll tell you why. Just look out at this crowd. They're despicable, every one of them, I tell you. I must be getting too old for this job. Maybe time for me to retire and go hunting yak or something. Just look at him out there, Rusty. Have you ever seen an example of human debris? Take that guy, for instance.
But, Judge, that guy's the prosecutor.
Well, take that woman, for instance.
But, Judge, that's your wife.
I knew there was something about her I didn't care for. All right, let's get this show on the road. This court is now in session to hear the case of the Crown versus Ravenna of the North. Charges include conspiracy to commit murder, attempted regicide, use of forbidden magic, and treason. Rusty, read the indictment.
Queen Ravenna is accused of multiple attempts to murder Isolde of the Vale, known as Snow White, using enchantments, deception, and forbidden magical artifacts. Additional charges include unlawful soul binding and abuse of sovereign power.
Mr. Prosecutor, you may call your first witness.
The Crown calls Joran, the royal huntsman, to the stand.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Aye, your lordship.
State your name and your position.
Joran, former royal huntsman. I serve both King Aldrich and Queen Ravenna.
Tell us about the Queen's final command to you.
She summoned me privately and gave me a personal service. Told me to take the girl into the woods and remove her heart. Gave me a ceremonial box. She was cold, emotionless.
Objection. Speculation.
Order. Order, I will have order. Sustained. Stick to actions, not interpretations.
Right. She gave the order. I couldn't do it. I warned Snow White and returned with a boar's heart instead.
Was this the first questionable order from Queen Ravenna?
No, she hosted late-night gatherings in the West Tower. Sailors, mercenaries. Liquor flowed and the Queen often entertained privately. Servants whispered about personal favors.
Objection. Irrelevant and prejudicial.
Your Honor, it establishes a pattern of character.
All right. Overruled. Proceed.
No more questions for this witness, Your Honor. Your witness.
Why didn't you report these events?
I feared her. People have been known to disappear. I had a great aunt, Sophie was her name, that up and disappeared at one of these parties. We inquired of the castle, but they were no help. Kept saying she must have run off with a drunken sailor, but Aunt Sophie was terrified of the water.
No more questions. I'm done with this witness.
All right, the witness may step down. And, Mr. Huntsman, before you go, might I suggest the next time you go out in public that you take a bath? You stink.
Ah, right. Well, thanks for the tip, your lordship. You see, I was stalking a deer this morning and came across the biggest damn skunk you have ever seen. Sprayed me good, I tell you. I just want to add, it has been a real pleasure being in your courtroom. Just wait till I tell me wife. She will think I'm putting on airs.
Mr. Prosecutor, you may call your next witness.
The prosecution calls Mr. Grumpy.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Aye,
Please state your name for the record.
I'm Grumpy of the Mountain Folk. My brothers and I are miners. We also run a home for wayward girls.
Can you tell us the details of how you came across Snow White?
Well, one day my brothers and I were on our way to work, just laughing and singing, hi ho, you know the drill. It's in a handbook for dwarves somewhere. Then we came across this girl laying face down in the dirt. Sleepy thought she looked tired, but my brother, Doc, said it looked more serious. We took her in, healed her. She became a great help around the house. Cooked, cleaned, did the dishes. She had this habit of singing and letting birds land on her shoulder. Damnest thing I ever saw. After a while, we realized someone was trying to kill her. Twice we saved her from deadly gifts. When the apple came, we thought she was dead. Until one day, it dislodged. Then some prince guy came by and tried to have his way with her. We ran him off.
Objection. This is secondhand magical evidence.
Noted. But I think I'll let the jury weigh the credibility of this evidence.
Grumpy, did the Queen ever visit your lands?
No, but a cloaked woman with perfume like burning orchids did. She kept offering personal service to all 7 of us. Well, except Happy. She said he freaked her out.
No more questions. Your witness.
No questions.
All right, Mr. Prosecutor, you may call your next witness.
The Crown calls Isolde of the Vale, known to many as Snow White.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I most surely do.
Princess, tell the court about your time with the Queen.
At first, she was gracious. But when my father took ill, things changed. She threw extravagant parties, sailors, strangers, revelry. At times, she started walking around naked. She always had a drink in her hand. She never had a kind word for me, since I refused to have anything to do with her many men friends. I overheard her boasting of controlling men with eyes and skin.
And the attempts on your life?
She sent gifts, a laced bodice that crushed my ribs, a poisoned comb, and a red apple. Each nearly killed me.
And you believe they came from her?
Yes, I recognized her. She wore disguises, but not even glamour can hide those eyes.
No further questions. Your witness.
Could anyone else have sent those items?
They bore the Queen's sigils, sewn subtly into each item.
No more questions. I'm done with this witness.
You may step down, my dear.
May I say, Your Honor, that it has been my honor to be in the presence of such a distinguished older man such as yourself. I just love your beard.
Well, thank you, my dear. The prosecution may call its next witness.
The Crown calls the alchemist Ben Dover.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
As a scientist in the kingdom's crime lab, what did you find?
Well, we examined the apple. It was laced with wolfsbane, belladonna, and a soul-binding rune unique to Queen Ravina's magic.
Your witness.
Could it have been forged?
Magical resonance is as unique as a fingerprint. Unforgeable.
No more questions. I'm done with this witness.
You may step down.
The Crown calls Royal Investigator Grimm.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Detective Grimm, please state your background and what evidence have you uncovered during your investigation.
Well, I've been in the Kingdom Police Force for over 30 years. I thought I'd seen everything, but I'd not seen anything as depraved as this. In the Queen's chamber, we found empty liquor bottles everywhere. Women and men's underthings strewn about. We also found thornroot, bloodstone, and a mirror inscribed with a living enchantment. It named her.
Objection. Mirrors are notorious for manipulation.
Objection to the objection. This mirror is ancient and court-sanctioned.
Both noted. I believe I will let the jury assess that.
Your Honor, the prosecution rests.
Defense counsel, you may call your first witness.
The defense calls Queen Ravina.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do. Not that it will make any difference.
Your Majesty, speak your truth.
I was born to a ruined house. I sold charms to drunkards and captains for coin. When I married the king, I thought I'd escaped. But love turned to fear when my beauty faded. I held parties, yes, but they were power plays. My favors were the only currency I ever had. I never meant to kill Snow White, only to stop fading.
Thank you, Your Majesty. No more questions. Your witness.
So you seduced power, then feared its loss?
Wouldn't you? I was never the fairest, just the loudest flame in a dark room. But neither is that little bitch Snow White. She's not so pure. She lived with 7 men at the same time. Who knows what went on there? Nothing pure, I can tell you that. I curse her. I curse all you people. I would turn you all into toads if I could.
No further questions.
The witness may step down. Rusty, please escort this woman back to her seat.
With pleasure, Judge. Come on, you. Let's go.
Get your hands off me, you filthy little peasant.
Your Honor, the defense rests.
All right. At this time, the jury will adjourn to deliberate and come back with a verdict.
As the jury retires behind carved oak doors, tension crackles in the chamber like lightning over the sea. The fate of a queen, and perhaps the moral compass of Eldoria, hangs in balance. Listeners, what would you decide? Is power ever just survival in disguise? Stay with us.
All rise, the court will come to order.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, have you reached a verdict?
We have, Your Honor. We find the defendant, Queen Ravina, guilty on all counts.
Queen Ravina, this court finds you guilty of attempted murder, forbidden sorcery, moral indecency, and treason. You are sentenced to exile and magical nullification in the Northern Wastes.
So ends another tale of truth tangled in illusion. Was Ravenna wicked or merely wounded? The law has spoken, but the heart remembers. Here in Fairy Tales Revisited, we remind you that villains do not rise in darkness alone. They are forged in rooms with mirrors, masks, and silence. Until next time, good night.